How's it, everybody? It's Ulu. Welcome to She Speaks. We thank you guys for coming in and joining us. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. If you've never been to my channel, we welcome you. Aloha, aloha. And if you don't know what She Speaks is all about, basically, She Speaks is a woman empowerment channel. Here on this channel, you will find videos that talk about women empowerment, the things that women go through, especially single mothers. We aim to encourage and educate everybody, but we mainly focusing on women and single mothers, and letting you guys know that you're not alone. As a single mom, you're not alone. You know, that I know that as a single mom, I have gone through a lot in my years of being a single mom, and from dealing with social issues with my children, illnesses, having to hustle and provide for them. And one thing I will say about a single mother, she can be ass broke, but when things need to get done, she finds a way to get things done. And you know what, I applaud all you single mothers out there who are doing it out there, who are just, you're out there pounding the pavement, you're out there grinding for your children. Yes, you're out there grinding for your children. And we give you all the love and all the praise. And you know what? You are doing the job. You are doing it. You are taking on a lot of weight. And, because we're so used to doing it, sometimes we don't realize it. And sometimes you need somebody else to tell you that what a great job you're doing. If you'd like to go ahead and find me on social media, you can go ahead and type in Ulu Gomes on Facebook, Ulu Gomes on TikTok, Ulu Gomes on Instagram, on Twitter. You can find She Speaks. Go ahead and follow us there. And of course, here on this channel, subscribe. If you like this video, share this video to someone who you might think it might be useful for them, and they need some encouragement, and they need to know that they're not alone in this world. And sometimes as a single mom, you think that you're alone. You really think that you're alone, and you think that nobody knows the troubles that you've gone through, or nobody knows the situations that you've had to experience, and nobody knows the life lessons that you've had to learn by making the wrong decisions, and also the rewards of being a single mom. And so we encourage you to share this video to someone, and also hit that notification bell so that you'll stay in the loop. So whenever a new video is dropping, you'll be notified. Drop a comment if you want to share some tips on that could help any other mother out there. If you have a thought on the topics that we talk about on this channel, we definitely would love to hear your thought and your opinion on the matter. We do not hesitate to welcome any opinions, and we give you all the thanks. First up in the news, I want to talk about a 30-year-old mother, and her name is Jasmine Moss. And this is coming from Memphis, Tennessee. She is an esthetician, and she ran a business from her home called Jasmine Body LLC. It's a full body waxing business. She did bleaching and I guess, wax Brazilian. I guess full body means waxing. I don't know. I've never been waxed at all except for my eyebrows and my mustache. But full body waxing, I'm assuming that it also means Brazilian. Okay. I guess she had quite a few clients coming to her establishment to get services, because she posted on Instagram a couple posts of her 5-year-old daughter assisting her. Or wait, guess what? She thought her daughter was assisting her. But her daughter was assisting her by applying the hot wax to the pubic area of these clients. Yes. Yes, indeed. Yes, she was over there putting hot wax on the pubic areas of these clients. Yeah, you heard me. When I read this article, the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm a former early childhood educator, and I did that for 12 years back home in Hawaii. So as a single mom, or as a mother, and as a former early childhood educator, preschool ages from 2 to 5 years old, the first thing that comes to my mind, the vision that comes to my mind, is this little 5-year-old girl standing on a step stool, right? And these women are laying down on the table with their legs open, and she's having to look at these vaginas. I mean, I don't know. It's just, yes, she's having to look at these women's vaginas, like, and then applying the wax to it. Not only is she looking at a vagina, at first the first thing that came to my mind, that popped in my head, was a bare vagina. But then they're there to get waxed. So these ladies have hair on their punanis, guys. They have hair on their punanis. I mean, it's like, can you imagine being 5 years old? You wake up on a Saturday morning, and you want to watch cartoons, but your mother tells you, I'm sorry, you cannot watch cartoons today, honey, because you gotta do some hot wax. You gotta apply some hot wax onto my clients. Can you imagine that? Yeah. What? I mean, at 5 years old, what were you doing at 5 years old? You know, what were you doing? Were you playing with your dolls? Did you have a little kitchen set that you pretended to be cooking? Were you outside, you know, picking berries with your aunties or uncles or your cousins? Were you running around? At 5 years old, I was running around all over the place. I lived near the beach. So back in Hawaii, I lived near the beach, and so I was running around all over the place with my cousins, playing with my animals. You know, I was in the garden ripping vegetables and pretending to be cooking them. And of course, my dad be over there, what you doing? You ripping all our vegetables? And you know, I was also catching tadpoles in the river at 5 years old. And it's unfortunate to know that this little girl, 5 years old, her mother posted her on social media and was boasting. And what happened was, this mother did the post of the girl, and the police got like about 80 complaints about this disturbing post that they saw on Instagram. And so that's how they started to investigate the situation. And yeah, they stopped her, I guess. I don't know. But now when you think about it, when you get a little bit more serious about it, this little girl is going to be traumatized. Now she's going to have some issues when she gets older. She's going to have to go to extensive therapy sessions to sort all that out in her mind, because at 5 years old, a little girl at that age can't even begin to comprehend her own vagina. She only knows that that's a private part. Who knows, even if she was taught that, you know, because she was applying this wax to ladies' punanis. Maybe she wasn't even taught about her private parts and that nobody else can touch it but her. I mean, at 5 years old, you're still learning how to bathe yourself properly. You're still learning how to wipe yourself properly. You're still learning that, that safe touches, and that, your body is your body and nobody is supposed to touch it inappropriately, except your parents to clean you, to wipe you, and all of that. I just can't imagine the daily life of this little girl that was forced to do such a task. So, Jasmine Moss out there, I don't know what's gonna happen to you, but definitely, I don't know. In my opinion, that woman should not have been a parent. And I don't know if there's other siblings. And in the state of Tennessee, you actually have to be at least the age of 16 years old to even start training to become an esthetician. And then you also have to pass a written and like a physical exam. 5 years old. I don't know what that mother was thinking. I really, really don't know. She wasn't thinking at all. Her brain was not thinking at all. So yeah, she's been charged for child neglect. But also, I wanted to talk about the clients that came over. Can you imagine? I mean, these clients probably had no, I don't know. They had no like, oh, well, your 5-year-old daughter's gonna put wax on my punani? Isn't there something wrong there? Like 24 clients in 8 hours. She was boasting about her 5-year-old servicing 24 clients in 8 hours. So obviously the clients really did not have any second thoughts to what was happening. I don't know. Isn't that crazy? That is just too crazy. Too crazy. Go ahead. Today's main topic of discussion today, we're gonna talk about sneaky people. And yes, sneaky people are narcissistic people. Sneaky people are manipulative people. Sneaky people are conniving people. But I wanted to kind of analyze that characteristic a little bit. I really wanted to analyze that characteristic because we have sneaky people. I do believe that every single person in their family, I do believe that every family has a person that is sneaky. And so when I talk about sneaky, I'm talking about hurting family members. The person, sneaky people hurting family members and people that love them. And it's kind of sad because it really does happen in families. And how do you deal with someone like that is sneaky? A family member, especially if they're close to you. And so the question is how to deal with a sneaky person. Once you let a manipulative, sneaky person into your life, they are really hard to get rid of. Like seriously. They're really hard to get rid of. And they'll act like they want to help you, but what they really want to do is they want to try to control you, and you cannot let them do that. Deal with these people as soon as you spot them. Get rid of them. Don't let them stay around, because if you do, what's going to happen is you're going to be stuck with them. You don't want to be stuck with them. Okay. It doesn't matter who it is that is being sneaky, whether it's blood relatives or it's someone that you work with or a so-called friend or someone that's part of your social circle. Keep in mind that there are sneaky people. And when you see these characteristics of them, a sneaky person will look you straight in the eye and keep eye contact with you, because you know why? They want to read your mind. They want to read what's behind your eyes and what you're thinking. They want to know what your weaknesses are so that they can go ahead and manipulate those weaknesses and kind of get you hooked again to where you feel sorry for them, or to where you're going to give in to them, and then they're going to go ahead and stab you in the back again. I've seen that happen to other people besides me, and it's really sad to see that, because I understand and I know what it feels like to have someone that you love and that you depended on to get your back wasn't there for you, and instead they manipulated the situation. They saw your weakness that you needed help, or they saw your weakness that you were in a pickle, and they ran off of that, and they manipulated the situation to gain something from it. Another reason why a person might be sneaky is because they might be jealous of you. They might be jealous of you. They'd be jealous of the happiness that you have. So if you have this light around you, surrounding you, there's people out there that really cannot handle that light. And so what they try to do is they try to manipulate you to bring you down and to break you down piece by piece. If you're in contact with that person all the time, they're going to break you down piece by piece and by piece and by piece. That's a characteristic of a narcissistic person. I know from experience as well. Let me tell you, I thought that I was going to die. Spiritually, I thought that I was going to die because of the manipulative nature, the sneakiness. The thing that we have to remember about sneaky people is that they don't want to help you. They actually just really want to control you. They want to figure you out, figure out your triggers, and then use them to manipulate you. And so they want to control your actions. They don't really want to help you. They'll make empty promises, but yet they'll make you feel like you need them. Make sure to know that you don't need anybody. You just need yourself. That's all. In your spiritual beliefs, in your faith, in your strength, in your walk, in your faith. Make sure that you remember that and be confident about yourself. Don't let anybody make you feel low. That's what they want to do. So here is 8 things to do. The first one is ignore everything they do and say. So because sneaky, manipulative people, they will use frustration and confusion to pull you into conflict. They want to get you and your emotions so high that it kind of confuses you, so that they can see how you tick. And then once they know the things that trigger you, they'll use them to influence what your actions are. The best thing to do is ignore them, delete them from your life, X them out of your life, get rid of them, block them on social media, get rid of their phone number, don't answer their calls, don't even engage with them at all. Number 2, hit their center of gravity. Turn the tables. If you're forced to deal with a manipulative person who keeps making your life miserable, no matter how hard you try to ignore them, go on the offense. Find their center of gravity. This center might be the manipulative person's friend, manager, or subordinate. It might be a high-level skill or advanced understanding of a particular field. It might be a particular resource that they control. Once you find out their center of gravity, make it yours. This will throw them off balance and force them to focus on controlling their career and life, not yours. I have an opinion of that, but we're just gonna go with it for now because there's some good stuff in this list. Number 3, trust your judgment. Like I was saying earlier, trust your judgment. Stop looking for other people to define you. Define yourself. Trust yourself. I was talking about confidence. What separates winners from losers is not the ability to listen to other people's beliefs. It's the ability to listen to your own beliefs. Okie dokie. Your beliefs are your boundaries. By setting your own beliefs and holding onto them strongly, you prevent manipulative people from affecting your life. There's so many manipulative people, and like it says here, even if it's a family member and you can't really delete them from your life. Not delete, but you can keep your distance. Okay, maybe delete is a strong word, but you can definitely keep your distance from family members. Yes, you can. And toxic is toxic. Doesn't matter who it comes from. Toxic is toxic. It has no race, no color, no gender, no, pronoun. Number 4, try not to fit in. Manipulative people want you to be consistent so they can count on you to push their agendas forward. Consistency is how manipulators keep you in a box. It's how they control you. The only way to keep from being manipulated is to actively push against all the boundaries that others try to set for you. Go for it. Like I said, don't let nobody hold you down. Stop trying to fit in. Work to stand out. Work to be different in every possible way, and to never stay the same for too long. So change things up. Change things up in yourself. And not meaning being, fake. Stand out. Make yourself, be more confident of yourself. Okay, this is how I look at it. If someone is gonna hate on you, okay, and they're just gonna be manipulative and sneaky and all that kind of stuff just because they have an agenda against you, right? You can always turn that around. You can make it so that they have nothing against you. Like, the more you be yourself, the more they're gonna find that they can't have anything against you. And be yourself with everybody. It's not necessarily like just saying and to never stay the same for too long. What this I feel like it means, have a personality. Be a light-hearted spirit, because that's what people, honest to goodness, cannot deal with, is that when someone's spirit is just so bright and they can't handle it. You have to understand, because they cannot love themselves, they don't have integrity, because they don't have self-respect. What's happening to them is that there's darkness around them. Everything that they see, everything that they do, everything is filled with anger and depression and whatever, hate, jealousy, or regret, or unforgiveness, and all that kind of stuff. And it starts to build a dark spirit around them. So they're indulging in their own misery. They're indulging in their own misery. And when they see someone with light, they cannot handle it. They can't take it. And so they're trying to break them down piece by piece. And let me tell you, evil comes in all different shapes and forms, okay? Yes, evil does. So it's like you just continue to just be yourself, but you don't fall into that mundaneness and allow that Don't allow your spirit to open up to those kinds of negative energies or spirits. Okay, I'm trying not to get too spiritual, but let's move on. Number 5. Guilt is one of the weapons that manipulative people will use against you. They'll make you feel guilty for past failures and small mistakes, or they'll make you feel guilty for being happy and confident. That's what they want you to believe. Another weapon manipulators will use against you is doubt. Doubt about your abilities and your worth. Manipulators gain power in the state of uncertainty. The solution is simple. Stop feeling guilty. Stop doubting yourself. When it comes to your own career and life, and you don't owe anyone anything, you deserve to feel good about yourself and to be proud of your accomplishments. Number 6. Never ask for permission. Manipulative people want you to feel beholden in some imaginary rule or ideal that says you cannot freely take action without asking them first. The truth is, you can take action to move your career forward whenever you want. You can take complete control of your life right now without permission. The choice is yours. Never ever think that you gotta ask for permission for anything. You are your own person. You are taking responsibility for yourself. You are being held accountable for yourself. So guess what? Do not let anybody manipulate you into thinking that you're unable to do those things, that you cannot think for yourself. Because then they'll make you think that you need them. No. You don't need nobody. No. 7. Create a greater sense of purpose. Manipulators control purposeless people by peddling useless information and activities to them. The only way to escape this fate is to develop a sense of purpose. When you know where you're going, manipulators can't hurt you. When you're focused, they can't distract or misguide you. Yes, exactly. They cannot. You have to stay focused. Don't let nobody make you lose focus. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. Don't let nobody distract you. You gotta let them be their manipulative self. And when they realize that you're not paying attention, guess what? It's gonna get tiring and old. Then they're gonna look for another victim. Number 8. Take responsibility for yourself. Have enough self-awareness and self-respect to say no to people who treat you poorly. No one can manipulate you without your permission. You're responsible for your own successes and failures. If others outthink or outstrategize you, it's your fault, not theirs. Be accountable and learn from your mistakes. Well, there you have it, guys. Those are the 8 things that you can do to deal with when you're dealing with a narcissist. When you're dealing with a manipulative, sneaky person.
They're almost the same, because manipulative people are sneaky and sneaky is manipulative, and when you put those together, you have a narcissist. They have to be depressed.
They're depressed too. They're unhappy with themselves, for real. That's the only reason why they're gonna treat you that way, because they, like I said, they are unhappy with themselves and they see you as a threat and the light, so they're gonna go ahead and attach themselves to you. Like when, like an alien or something. If you like this video and you like the topic that we talked about, if you have an opinion, if you have a suggestion, if you have, share your thoughts about this video. I'd like to know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this. And I'll see you guys later. Okay. All right. Thank you for coming in. Aloha.